Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the factor affecting the endurance limit. Friends, here we will use two symbols, that is the SE dash and SE, where SE dash denotes endurance limit stress of rotating beam ideal specimen. That is the specimen we used in the rotating beam machine, that is the fatigue testing machine. And SE is the endurance limit of a particular component in actual condition, that is under the actual condition, actual environment, we take the endurance limit of the component as SE. Now we are going to discuss the factors which will affect our endurance limit. So first of all, the first factor is the surface finish. Okay, surface finish. So this is the first factor that affect the endurance limit of the component. When surface finish SF increases, then the endurance limit also increases. Okay friend? And when the surface finish decreases, then the endurance limit also decreases. This means that a highly polished specimen will have higher endurance limit, whereas a specimen which has low surface finish will have low endurance limit. And the reason behind this is, so here is the reason, that due to the surface irregularities there occurs stress concentration which tend to decrease the endurance limit. So reason is stress concentration. Okay friend, due to irregularities. Okay, so these surface concentration due to irregularities and scratches tend to decrease the endurance limit because of stress concentration. So this was the first factor. Now we will discuss the second factor, that is the size factor. Size factor. Now as the size of the component increases, as size increases, the endurance limit SE will decrease. Why it is so? Because the greater the size, the reason is the greater the size, as size increase, okay, more flaws will be there in the specimen, more flaws or defects, flaws or defects will be there in the specimen. Same specimen having small size will have small number of defect, and when the size of the specimen will increase, the number of defects will increase. So this was the reason why size plays an important factor in determining the endurance limit of a material. Now the third factor that comes into picture is the reliability. So I will discuss here the third factor, that is the reliability. Reliability simply means that how reliable a component is. As the reliability factor increases, as reliability factor increases, then what will happen? Then the endurance limit SE will also increase. It is so obvious that when the reliability factor will increase, then the endurance limit of the component will increase. More the reliable is component, more is the endurance limit. So this is the thing. So the reason, it is very obvious that reliability will increase the endurance limit. Now friend, the next factor that will come into picture is the stress concentration factor. Stress concentration. Okay, as the stress concentration increases, the endurance limit tend to decrease. As the stress concentration increases, okay, then what will happen? Then the endurance limit will decrease. It is very obvious that when the stress concentration will increase, then what will happen? Then sigma, that is the stress is near the discontinuity, will increases. So the sigma will increase, and hence sigma max near the discontinuity will also increase. Hence, what will happen when the stress will become higher? Then what will happen? Then the material will tend to fail. So the endurance limit of the component will decrease, obviously. So these were the factors that contribute toward the change in the endurance limit from the limit that is obtained in the ideal specimen during the rotating beam specimen test. So this was for all for the topic. So friends, you like my video and also you can subscribe to my channel. Also friend, I have taken a whole series of lecture on fluctuating stresses and the design under fluctuating stresses. So you can watch all the lecture from lecture 1 to lecture that I am uploading. Till now I have uploaded almost 10 lectures for this series. So you can watch all those lectures and finally you can get a clear picture about how to design the component based on the fluctuating load condition. So that was all for today. So friend, thank you for watching the video and thanks all.